Good morning, everyone. I'm back for another reading. Just some meditation this morning. I started to hear, and so many messages were flooding in, so I thought I would pull the cards and see, and there's so much that came out, so there's lots to talk about. But the very first message I heard was from Archangel Michael, and it's messages of hope. So he wants us to know, and he's presenting himself as a masculine energy, and he often does with me, anyhow, because I think it just helps us feel safeguarded. It's not that a feminine energy can do that, but unfortunately, because of the patriarchal design of this matrix and the way that it was, like the construct of it all and the influence on our energetic fields and our thought process and our fears, it often helps us. And, it's okay if that's something that you feel comfortable with. If you don't, then please, just disregard. And if this offends anyone in any way, the intention is not to upset anybody. It's energy. It's not an actual person, and it's not gender related. Okay, so people get confused sometimes with readings like this, and when we channel energy, people, and because we're talking about people in a physical state of being, people attribute everything that way, and it's not like that. It's the energy. So here's Misty, and she is rearranging the cards a little bit. So let's give her a second here to see what she does. She's setting things. And she's clearing the crystals there that are really helping us pull in the energy. And people might be triggered by this, thinking that, look at this, she's making a mess, and, oh, wow, she's pulled out the... Okay, Misty, go. Thank you, baby. So you see here, this is going to assist masculines who have not achieved their goals in the way that they would have wanted because of interfering energy. This reading today will assist those masculines in getting back on track. Okay? Because in meditation this morning with my counterpart, that's the energy that came through. It was beautiful, and there's been a really nice shift. And if you see here with Misty playing with the cards, the King of Wands there is really the one that stood out. Look. And the regeneration flipped, so I flipped it back, and this is his reflection back on what's happened here in the past. So they want me to just leave the cards. It's within us to organize everything and have everything perfect. And there's a lot to learn from just allowing things to be what they are. Now, I'm not suggesting you live in a disorganized way or in a messy way. Again, I'm talking about energy right now for this reading, okay? So, justice is on your side, Divine Feminine. There you are, and you're okay. He knows you're okay, but he knows that you deserve justice. And the energies are all aligned for that because that serendipity card is there. And it's really key in terms of the ending to what this story is. So we'll end up back there again, and they do want me to read the cards, so I'll have to go. I paused because I'm looking around me for the book, and I don't have that with me. I'll have to go find it. It's on my desk in the other room. So let's get started with the reading here. So, I think he, again, has been able to really honor you. And I was going to say, because I saw the Seven of Wands, and protect you in regards to the ways that he's like turned his back on you, deceived you, and other people hurt you with the Seven of Swords there. And he's been able to really protect you and defend you. And he wants you to know that he's going to be able to do that now properly. Okay. And it took a long time for him to get there, but just know that he understands what this relationship is all about. And yeah, everything's okay. See, everything's fine there. Yeah, see, I said that. I didn't know that card was there. And your ancestors here are really protecting everything, okay? Hearing gypsy. That's cool. So there's a change in the wind that's coming. And this has already happened. And you're going to be able to go the distance now because your relationship can continue to regenerate in the way that it's meant to. There's so much power. He knows you're fated. He knows you're fated to be together. It's your destiny, and the guidance. He's really open to it now, and he's following it in a much more clear way, concise way, with confidence. He doesn't feel any more confused about the fact that he should invest in this. There isn't selfishness or greed around money. He knows it's not all about money. The people he was involved with were hyper-focused on money, okay? You see that? Hung on to it in a very toxic way, and that created issues, And the ancestors here are proud of this shift, because for all of you who are receiving this, it's allowing the shift to turn and to go this way. So congratulations to those of you who are still listening to the reading right now, because these crystals are extremely high vibrational, and the beautiful spiritual guides and energies that are available to us really operate through these crystals is what I'm getting. I know that's hard to believe, but I'm just channeling what I'm hearing. So the guides are going to block anybody that would otherwise judge you for coming back together, judge you, Divine Feminine, for giving your masculine a chance after everything that's happened, because most people don't understand what these connections are about. That's not to say that we're... because people are going to misinterpret things and misunderstand and think like we just gave them a free pass, and how dare you take this person back because they hurt you. This could be well-intended friends and family, but these are spiritual unions plagued with past life trauma, karmic clearings, attacks in terms of like black magic. And all I mean by black magic is really somebody obsessed and using with intention energy to counter this union, to go against this union, to bring harm to these people. And people have studied this as a science, as a way to do this, okay? To cheat. They do callings upon of energy that is dark, okay? That carries darker templates that are powerful. And but we're more powerful in the light because the frequency is higher and it's clear, okay? And concise and all of that. So all you need to do when you're facing that, and I know it's not to trivialize it, it's not to minimize the impact, it's just really about the light. And if you carry that light within you, which we all do, you just really focus on that light, emanate that light through the heart space. And it's not to say you're not going to feel what they're doing and that it's not going to have ill effects on you, but it should be very short-lived, okay? You need to pray. You need to do your callings upon. The crystals will also help. There are two guides here that are not going to leave your side, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. You each have one. They're really guiding this process, okay, in the right direction. So recently, just know that there was a fork in the road. Your counterpart had a choice to make, and he made the right choice. So he passed a big test here, okay? And he did have to come to the edge to face justice for you. And he did that. He did that. And it allowed for a change to come in. and there isn't going to be a focus on all the bad anymore. He's let that go. He forgave himself. I think now that I think back to yesterday, I feel like telepathically, telepathically that channel's open for the majority of the time in my situation anyhow. Sometimes I do kind of step back from that because it's hard, but yesterday I could feel that this was something that my counterpart was doing. So I'm getting that by doing that, and strengthening his relationship with God, with Source, the divine, whatever the masculine is doing, and my masculine is doing. I'm not 100% clear on what that represents for him, but it's divine. So he feels stronger and he feels supported by the divine. So whatever he faced, it helped him, knowing all of this, that it's faded, that it could go the distance, that it would be okay, that it will be fine because you're okay. He needed to defend himself, clear the air with karmic energy that would otherwise still been there to create problems. So that's been removed and he's dealing with that. Look, the Hierophant and the sun there, look. Good for you, Divine Masculine. I'm so proud of you. Let's take a second here to honor them and their ability to do that. And for those who haven't reached this level, you're going to get there. And you're going to be able to free yourself more and more and more. Okay, as you defend yourself, you defend your honor and you defend your union's honor. Okay, so what they faced and what they're coming out of, and it doesn't have strength anymore, but we should still talk about it because it's always important to understand what happened. And this might be people who are in this right now, but so, it really does provide the learning and the understanding, like I said, to have clarity. It helps make people feel better, and it might put your mind at ease, Divine Feminine, if you're not sure and you're listening to this reading as a message. Because I'm a messenger. I'm in service for the divine, for twins. So I hope this helps. So let's kind of see here what's going on. So we see an emperor here who tried his very best in the past to do the right thing. He was tied to a lot of toxic things, and that's been put to an end here. What he thought was milk and honey is not, and I'm getting that a karmic energy thought that she was all that. She's not. She's been neutralized. Okay, there's no power. And we don't see her here because she's gone. Okay, you see here, that's her. She's not facing us because she has shame. Okay, so if you see these people and you know who they are, and if you see them in the community, they're going to have their head down, or they're going to completely turn around and go the opposite direction if they see you. Or if they are strong enough to allow kind of a walking by one another. If, say, you're walking on a sidewalk, you see them at a distance, or they see you at a distance, and they can't really turn around, or they feel like they would look silly if they did that. Just know that it's probably already happened. Very difficult for them. They're going to feel very uncomfortable. They're still focused on the dark things within themselves, or the dark things that happened with this person here. They're just not willing to let go. They're really tied to this energy. It's very toxic. And because of that, they found themselves alone, okay? This relationship that they would have been in with this masculine in the past, they were very much alone. Each person felt like this. And the masculine freed himself from all that, okay? What I'm talking about is historical. However, this energy here is still stuck in that way of thinking and being. You see the round and round card I'm seeing? They wished ill for this emperor. There's no strength or power. Look at the people that were helping her. Look, the black magic stuff. And what I'm seeing is this person isn't going to the light and is praying to the dark stuff. And this entity is coming for these people. Like, this isn't good. The Emperor's confident and solid within himself. He's not scared of this anymore. I think he learned about it and was really scared for a long time. And if he didn't consciously know, on a subconscious, unconscious level, he knew. And so he would have stayed away. He would have been uncomfortable. He would have had anxiety. For the ones that had to face it head on, knowing they did, and some probably didn't want to or couldn't, or maybe it was too dangerous to do it that way for whatever reason. But just know on whatever level, the energy that comes through, you really have to apply it to your situation. Okay, there's multiple different ways that it can be represented when we speak of it. Okay, sometimes it's just in the spiritual, sometimes it's in the physical. Sometimes I get the actual clear message of where that is, but because I'm channeling for a variety of people, it could be different. So, but just know that the message still the same. It's just as powerful. Okay, there's so much honor for this person. He feels so much more at peace, and you see he's got that fist there, and he's confidently holding that wand. He's confident. He's sure of himself. And he was here too by the end. This is how he was able to overcome this. And he separated himself and segregated himself from this energy, even though he was still there were still potentially a few little lingering ties somehow. But for the most part, even recently, just know that he was standing up pretty much on his own 2 feet alone without her. Okay, even though she sent all this bad energy his way, he was able to overcome it. And this is you, Divine Feminine. You are strong, and you were a block, okay, to this moving anywhere into this part of your life and in your timeline. This is a timeline. It's moving in the right direction now. And I have Archangel Michael's card on my dresser in front of my bed, and it's facing the reading. So everything is like pointing up that way, even the Hierophant. So that's really incredible. And just know that those angelic beings are fighting for us, because when you do the calling upon, they are there, and they are going to continue to be there until you reach your destiny, until your goal is reached and everything is set properly for you, for us. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. Is you fought all these things that were in the lower part of the realm that were really dangerous, and you took care of it like there's no tomorrow. You're very aware. The ones I'm channeling for are very aware of these darker energies and in the darker realms. Okay. That's part of creation. So, you have your justice, Divine Feminine. For all of your ability to use crystals, just know that that is going to continue to be a part of your life, and it's not something you need to hide anymore. He doesn't want you to hide it. He believes in that now. So many more people believe in it, and it's actually beautiful, and it's bringing tremendous healing to the population, to the planet, to the beings that are here. Okay, it's energies that are coming back online for us, with us, to really help move things in the right direction and to blast this type of darkness away. Okay, it's really a defense, a way to counter as well. But just know you don't need an item. Okay, people shouldn't be dependent on these things, because I've seen people become like that, and they lose the item and then they feel like they're lost or something bad will happen. Just know that you need to be strong within yourself. These are tools. These are additional things you can use to help you. But if all else fails, you really need to, it's testing. If you lose something, you shouldn't be attached to an item or person, place, or thing, right? You need to be strong within yourself and be confident with your relationship with the divine. That's first. Okay. This person here this relationship wasn't like created in love and light. Okay. It was done in a very deceitful way. And this Emperor is releasing the chaos and conflict because he doesn't want it anymore. And he's really obliviating it. If you see here, it's like a destruction here. Okay. Of the healthy skin on this animal. Okay. but he was able over time and finally to face and understand the toxicity in this relationship, how it made the relationship sick. It made him sick. This person's sick, unwell. Okay. And just the way that she carries herself, the way she talks, she spews venom like a venomous tongue. That what that means is she says horrible things, negative things. She wouldn't be very kind, even to like people she doesn't even know. Say they're at a restaurant and the waitress or waiter, she would speak in a way that was not always polite, and this would be very awful for this man. This emperor here, he was horrified. And so we're neutralizing that death, okay? And just know that he faced his judgment. He faced his judgment. And even though this is tied here, they want me to be very clear. There's no more tie. Okay? There's no more tie. This is him. He freed himself. That's why he's standing there. And that's why he looks bigger. And it's interesting. My masculine sits like this. He often crosses his legs when he sits. It's to protect the lower, like the chakras. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else. So he wants you to know that he is willing to come to the edge now and meet you here, because he knows you've been here and you've been doing well. You've been sending love, and that you've been waiting for him. When I say waiting, you're still living your best life, okay? But he knows it's been difficult and he's coming. So he does want us to move him here because he feels and knows you can go the distance, okay? And this person's going to be really stuck in this hermit energy, and there's a separation here, and there's no death that's coming, okay? So just know that you're okay. And anything that was sent your way is being returned to sender, sent back. And that's why on that death card, you saw like that being on the horse that's dark, focused on the people on the ground. And I felt like those are the people that were helping these karmics. If they hired people to do black magic thinking they were smart, no, not going to work. Because you had faith, divine feminine. This is why. Through the power of prayer, I'm hearing, okay? That's wonderful. That's amazing. So you've chosen. This masculine has made his decision and choice, and he's chosen the life that he knows will bring him joy and happiness here. Okay? He's overcome his toxic ways. Hi, Misty. What's going on? Hey? She's hungry. He's overcome his toxic ways, and because of that, this union and relationship will be able to go the distance here. So that's incredible. Hey, Misty. Hey, Misty girl. Say hi. Yeah. All right, so they want me to pull a few more cards here. Oh, yeah, look. Blessed. All right. So this union is blessed. You are blessed. He sees you in this way, sees this union in this way, and he sees himself in this way. Misty is there to protect us here. See her tail? Look. And he doesn't want you to have to worry anymore. He doesn't want you to be in this role alone anymore. He wants to help in all the ways that he can. And if he's conscious of it, then you might, talk about these things and really be comfortable and pursuing maybe things to help other twins in this way. Or you might agree to, and if you did it in an unconscious way, you'll just be happy to be free of all this and move on with your lives and just live a very happy life in the way that you want to, in the way you're meant to. And Misty is very comfortable here now. So this is how I know that the energies are really settled and settling in. And she's really laying on that card that says everything is fine. And she's looking up to the masculine there. Look. Oh. He knows that your relationship has everything to go the distance. He's honoring you. He's saying you're so special to him. It's very difficult for him, even energetically, to describe how he feels. And he might have a hard time sharing that as well in person when he sees you. But just know that it doesn't mean that the feeling's not there. Again, the 5 love languages, Gary Chapman, if you haven't read that book is making an appearance again in my life. I've just given it to a friend last night who is having some struggles with her partner, and long standing marriage with 3 children, very busy lives, and every marriage goes through some tough times. So just know that this is something everybody faces, even if they're not in what would be considered a spiritual union. I believe all relationships, all connections to source are spiritual in nature in some way. I don't feel that, not like, again, I've shared this on my channel, I don't feel like everybody's a twin flame. I think everybody has their own separate template, and not all the beings are the same. So, and that's okay. I just don't want people to disregard this reading. If you hear twin flame or higher divine union, and if you feel like you resonate with anything from this reading, then please take it, okay? This isn't just for twins. So perhaps my reading will find its way to other people. So just know to viewers, I don't talk about this with people in the physical world, meaning my friend, for example. I don't speak of any of this with them in this way, okay? It's very private. And so this channel allows me to even do some more work for myself, because we speak things into existence. That's how we manifest. And so it's really important when I do get the nudge to do the reading, because I do feel like it helps to move things in the right direction. All right. So they do want me to read the Serendipity card and the Bless card. And so Misty's really relaxed here, which is so nice. And I'm going to go find the book. And look, she's turning towards the cards. She's leaning over that Sun card there and the Faith card. Look, Divine Feminine, have faith. There's so much power here. All right. I'll be right back 1 second.